Oh, almost forgot to unmute my mic. Good morning, everybody. This is Donella Fields, business coach and keynote speaker. Hopefully, you guys can hear me. Today, we are continuing our journey in the 21 Laws of Leadership, and we are on the 15th law. So we only have about a week left. So don't worry, I'm not going to stop there. I will find something else. To teach about. Good morning, Lynn. Thank you for coming. I really appreciate you. You have no idea. All right, so today we're doing the Law of Victory. And what is it? What is the Law of Victory? I want to go into that in a sec. What I wanted to say to you this morning is don't stop watching, because as soon as these 21 laws are finished, we're going to move on to the next leadership book or leadership lesson that I have. We're going to be doing this every single day. I hope you enjoy it as much as I do and that you're getting something out of it, because that's the whole point. All right, so The Law of Victory by John Maxwell's 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership. Don't forget, if you've got eyeballs on me, throw down some comments so I can see who you are, and thank you for watching. So what is the Law of Victory? The leaders find a way for the team to win. Leaders find a way for their team to win. Great leaders find a way to win. We find a way to win, right? Leaders make things better for their team. That's the whole point of being a great leader. That's why your followers increase, because you make things better for them. All right, so let's talk about this. Good morning, Nancy. Thanks so much for joining. Hello. All right, so when the pressure is on, great leaders are at their best. Whatever is inside them comes to the surface, right? So that's like the epiphany or the pivotal point of being authentic. When the pressure is on, great leaders are at their best. When stress is in your life, when there's an emergency or there's something going on, that's when you really shine through. And that's the real you. That's who people end up being able to see, right? We try to be authentic, but in our time of need, that's when we come to the surface and we are absolutely authentic. Think of a time in your life, or maybe you're experiencing it now, where you feel defeated. No matter what road you take, what tactics and strategies you employ, the win looks dim. My goodness. Okay, so this is right in the middle of our global pandemic, right? I mean, I cannot tell you how many people are feeling defeated right now. And maybe some of you guys that are watching feel that way too. So, and it's like, no matter what you do, no matter what you say, no matter, what avenue you're trying to get your voice heard through, it doesn't work. How many of you are currently feeling that way? You're just feeling so depleted right now and so defeated. Throw down some comments. I see I've got some eyeballs on. I keep saying eyeballs. I've got your eyeballs on, but I can't see you unless you throw down some comments. So please do. All right. So it's so true that, and it may not be now. You may, I would have to be honest and say right now, I'm not feeling defeated. I'm actually enjoying this. I am so enjoying this. And my husband, one of our companies, we're closing down today, actually, is the last day, and we're closing it for a month. And we're going to do that. We've got huge plans for things that we're going to do around the house. We've got huge plans for us and the kids to just have great time here in the back garden and camping. And we're really making the very best of this. So I am not feeling defeated right now. But I can think of times in my life where I have done, and that's what I want you guys to do today. Think of an experience in your life where you have felt defeated and you just couldn't find the right road. How did you overcome that? It's true, Lynn. It's true. I think we've all been given a gift with this. I know that sounds funny, and maybe sounds inappropriate, but the fact that we're being forced to stay at home and rejuvenate our love lives and our family and find ways to communicate with people that we've never done before, I think has been a blessing. And it's a blessing in disguise. And I think that if we follow through with this, our lives are going to improve because of it. Now, if you examine if you hold the following truths. Examine if you hold the following truths. So in other words, if you believe this, let me know. Leadership is responsible. Leadership is responsible. Losing is unacceptable. It is unacceptable. Passion is unquenchable. Unquenchable. I'm writing notes. I'm writing notes on my own notes. I'm getting ideas. Creativity is essential. Essential to be creative, especially now, guys. I mean, okay, so let's just imagine that, and this is the truth for a lot of people that just are so defeated and so confused right now and don't know what to do in their business. And a lot of people are saying my business, is shut down, and I have nowhere to go, and I don't know what to do, and I'm an extrovert, and I can't get out, and I can't grow my business, and my business is failing. Stop focusing on the negative and let's move to the positive, okay? Let's move to the positive. And here's the positive. Here's the positive. Grow your business in another way and learn how to do it. Every single day, you guys, you should be, at your desk, at the computer. And if you've got kids, I don't give them candy, have them help. You can have them help you. Even if they just make you a cup of coffee or something. But my point is that you have the power to overcome any obstacle that is put in your path. Every single one. You get to make the choice. You get to make the decision. You get to decide whether you are going to be an overcomer or an underachiever. Nobody can make that decision for you, right? So what am I saying? I'm going to use myself as an example only because I can look into my own life and I can't look into yours. My gosh, the amount of things I've wanted to do for my business prior to this, I haven't had the time. I've been exhausted and haven't had your mind space to even take anything else on. I have not stopped. I get out of bed every morning. I brush my teeth. I shower. I put my makeup on. I get myself some breakfast, which I never do when I'm working. I get myself breakfast and a cup of tea. I sit at my desk and I start pouring into me and my business in a very creative way. You guys have to do the same thing. All right. Quitting is unthinkable. Quitting is unthinkable. Yeah. I mean, it's so easy to give up, right? But a leader won't have that. A leader is not going to give up. They are going to reach down to their tribe and bring them up. Bring them up. It is a blessing, Lynn. It's so true. Guys, throw down your comments so I can put them on the screen. Tell me if you hate everything I'm saying, or if you have any comments or curiosities or questions, throw them down. Quitting is unthinkable. Commitment is unquestionable. Unquestionable. You are committed as a leader to your team, right? You are creative. You are passionate. Losing is not an option. Victory is inevitable. If you follow these truths, being responsible, unacceptable for losing, unquenchable passion, refusing to quit, and pouring your commitment in, victory is inevitable. Okay? Leaders are visual figures of inspiration. Remember Rudy Giuliani in New York? September 11th, in the midst of that terror, in the midst of 9/11, he showed the people the way to victory. How did he do that? He stood at ground zero, and I quote, he said, "We will rise again." 4 words. 4 words. He was expressing words that nobody else would. He was expressing words that nobody else would. Everybody was just devastated, defeated, and exhausted, and just overcome with terror. They needed a good leader. They needed somebody to stand up and say, "We will rise again." And guys, this pandemic, this invisible monster that we're dealing with, we will rise again. This is not the end of us. We have the power. We have everything that we need, and we've got all the tools we need to survive this, move on, and be stronger and better for it. This is a mindset that says losing is not an option and winning is mandatory. Mandatory. I'm giving myself chills. I'm just going to sit here all day and listen to myself. I'm like on fire this morning. All right. Are you surrounded with the right team players? Are you surrounded with the right team players? You know, we talked about this in the inner circle law, right? You got to keep looking around you, people. And, if you've got the same people in your life for the last 25 years, are you growing? Probably not. You need to find people to raise you up, lift you up, help you rise, help you bring you up from the ashes and grow. All right. Getting the right team is so important. Absolutely. I'm trying to drag you up here, Lynn. There you go. All right. You've got to have great athletes to win. I don't care who the coach is. You can't win without good athletes, but you can lose with them. This is where coaching makes a difference. That's a quote by Lou Holtz. What does that mean to you? What does this quote mean? I'm going to read it one more time. I got an itch in my eye, sorry. I need some antibiotic now, right? Antibacterial stuff. I'm teaching you good lessons right now. Pick your face. You shouldn't be touching it. And if you do, wash your hands. You've got to have great athletes to win. I don't care who the coach is. You can't win without good athletes, but you can lose with them. This is where coaching makes a difference. You cannot win without good athletes, but you can lose with them. You know what? Let's talk about this for a second. You guys, I don't know much about football, but I do know this. It does mean the team is important. I don't know much about football, but I do know this. You know this too. Every time you watch a football game and, a team consecutively loses, right? They lose and lose and lose on a regular basis. Who do they fire? They don't fire the team. They fire the coach. They fire the coach. They fire the leader. Because if the team is not functioning, working well, and has any kind of, dysfunction, leadership goes first. Leadership goes first because it's something wrong with that leader, that there's no connection from the leader to the team, and the team isn't functioning well, the leader's out. Fire the coach, Lynn says. Fire the coach. As long as you guys aren't firing me, that's okay. All right. A leader is needed the very most when things are at their very worst. Okay. Hello. That's why I'm doing these things, right? That's why I'm going live every day and I'm pouring into you, pouring into me too. Because things are pretty crap right now. Let's be honest. Things are pretty crap outside our four walls. And there's a lot of negativity. So this is when leaders stand up to the plate and say, hey guys, I'm here. What can I do? What do you need? What can I do for you? And, we all have different gifts and we all have different levels of knowledge. We need to tap into our skill set and pour them out onto other people. That's what leaders do. Before this pandemic, I wasn't going live every single morning on a regular basis teaching leadership. I was going physically to my office and coaching individuals, right? I can't do that right now. But there's more than my little circle of clients, more people than that little circle that needs help right now. So go to the masses, share the videos, go live, whatever skill you have, blurt it out, vomit it all over people. Don't vomit, but you get my point. This is great information to plant seeds for all of us. Yes. All right, you guys, if you are watching, and I know you are, throw down some comments so I can see who you are, because I can't tell on my fancy dancy app. Let me show you something. Watch this trick. All right. Discuss the following statements. Leaders make things better for their team. We just said that. Leaders do everything possible to achieve victory. We've said that losing is not an option, right? Losing is not an option. We do everything to achieve victory. Let's put this into your business, guys. Let's put this into your business. You have two choices. You can sit here and say, my God, my business, I'm shutting my business down. Where's the money coming from? You know, blah, 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 blah. I don't know about you, but I've been poor before. I've been so poor before, I didn't know if I could have dinner, okay? It's not that bad right now. It is for some. Forgive me, it is for some. But leaders have to overcome that, the burdens and the fear and the fright. Good morning, Phil. They have to be able to overcome that and find their way to victory. That's what leaders do. So let's recap the situation that we're in and say, you know what? This is not going to be my demise. I am going to rise up from those ashes, and I am going to be the leader that I need to be for my family, for my friends, for myself. And I'm going to find a way to channel that victorious moment and give it to everybody else, right? That's what leaders do. Leaders are visual figures of inspiration. Yes. Okay, so how many great leaders do you see being negative every 5 minutes and dragging people down? You don't. The good leaders are positive. They're influential. I've got to go off my seat. Hold on. They are, I hope you didn't see my pajamas. I have pajama bottoms on. Let's be real, so do you. They are inspiring and they are able to inspire others, right? That's what good leaders do. Leaders offer hope, sense of direction, and confidence. Hope, sense of direction, and confidence. It is so important. It is so, so, so important for us to do that. Guys, people need love. I mean, the Beatles sang it, right? All you need is love. Is that who sang that? I don't know. But we need it. You love one another, help each other, raise people up. If you want to be a leader or you profess to be a leader, then you have to act like a leader. Give that inspiration, give that hope, give that confidence. All right, leaders are dealers of hope. You guys have heard that before. Leaders are dealers in hope. 100%. 100%. Leaders are dealers in hope. Okay, so let's find out. Are we practicing the law of victory? Are you practicing all this lesson that I've just given you over the last 18 minutes? Are you practicing these lessons? If not, why? What's holding you back? What's holding you back? I'll tell you what used to hold me back. Confidence and courage. As simple as that, right? Why does anybody want to listen to me? What do I have to say? What is worth me saying that is worthy of your attention, right? There's no need, for us to fear that, because there are millions and billions of people on this planet. Somebody needs you. You have to find those people. You have to find those people. Okay, write it down and put an X through all of your statements. Write it down and put an X by all of those statements of what's holding you back. Then I want you to I should have told you this was like an assignment. But you know me well, and you always get them, so not a surprise. All right, so what's holding you back if you are not practicing the law of victory? Write those down and then put an X through all of your statements. Cut it out. Get a clean, fresh piece of paper, and at the top, write down your goal, write down your win, okay? Write down your win. Go ahead and do that, and then list the affirmations to your victory. Be inspired by the power of intention. Be inspired by the power of intention. Throw down some comments, everybody. Give me some fuel for the fire. Leaders are visual dealers of hope, right? We've already said that they are visual dealers of hope. Inspire others on your team to move forward to victory. Okay? All right. Phil, I don't know if you're still watching, but Phil did that yesterday. You know, we were told that one of our networking groups in Fredericksburg, Virginia was not going to be able to be held for a few weeks or months or however long they said. I don't even remember. And Phil Will, if you don't know who Phil is, check out philwill.com. He stepped up to the plate and he said, you know what, I'm going to take this over for a little bit. Let me in, let me do it. And we had our first session this morning and it was fantastic. He educated people, he was kind, he was humble, and he stood up to the plate, okay? That's what leaders do. He brought us to victory when the demise of that networking group could have happened, because it just would have fell flat on its face, because the company that holds that for us is so incredibly busy helping everybody. They just couldn't do one more thing. He stepped up to the plate. All right, so I'm changing my position again. You guys, you know now what the law of victory is. So shout it out from the rooftops. Go out and practice it and teach others what it is. Remember, there's no point in you taking the time with me every day to learn something new if you withhold that information to yourself. Be a river, not a reservoir. I know Phil doesn't like that saying. Oh my gosh. Share it. Regurgitate it. Take all this information in, process it, chew on it, make it your own, and then send it out into the world and send out good vibes. Tomorrow is the law of the Big Mo. Oh yeah. Law of the Big Mo. So your assignment for tomorrow, if you choose to accept it, it's backwards. I'm not even going to go into that with you right now, Phil. It ain't happening. It's not happening. Tomorrow is the law of the Big Mo. So your assignment, if you choose to accept it, is the following. Have you ever played on a sports team that soared with momentum? How powerful was the coach? Okay, think about that. Have you ever played on a sports team that soared with momentum? How powerful was that coach? Number 2, have you ever participated on a team project where all were focused on the same goal? And how powerful was that leader? All right, think about that. And how was this momentum created? How was this momentum created? So obviously, just from what I've said, you now know law of the Big Mo probably has something to do with momentum. And we need that right now, guys. You need momentum, okay? It is so easy to just say, I'm done, and go into another room and watch a movie, have a gallon of wine, 65 beers, and just be like, oh, woe is me. We're not doing that. We are leaders in our own right, and we have to lead, okay? That's my big old lecture for the morning. I got a little on fire this morning. I don't know what's going on. Okay, so tomorrow, same time, same place. I try to do it between the 8 and 9 o'clock hour. I was a few minutes late this morning, but you get the idea. So please keep watching. I love doing this with you guys. I love it when you interact. So throw down your comments. Let me know who's here. Let's see. I have something. Ready? Can you guys hear that? All right. I hope you can hear that. All right. So anyway, I'll see you tomorrow between the same time frame, same place. If you loved today's episode, please share it. It will be on YouTube in about 5 minutes, so you can get the YouTube link. If we love you too. You're so sweet. If you want to get the link from YouTube or whatever, please share this video and see if it can brighten up somebody else's day, especially since I got a little crazy this morning. And you guys can follow me or subscribe on YouTube if you wouldn't mind doing that if you haven't already. I'm growing. I'm like almost up to 20 people on there. So thanks for that. I'm like a YouTube influencer. I have like 16 followers. Anyway, that's it. I'm rambling. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Have a great day. If you guys need anything, look me up. Check out my website, DonellaFields.com. And I will see you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys.